Hey team, Risk here again, aka Dave. This is the third release in a video series I'm doing. I guess I could call it the Province Wars, because that's what it's all about, taking provinces, which leads to expansions, and space is gold. Some of you are still struggling to get in and have a look at these YouTube releases, and I'm not quite sure why. I know Babyminder has struggled, and I'm fairly sure they're in Dublin. I don't know whether it's a regional issue, but it's something that I will look into a bit more. For those of you who can, appreciate the feedback. I'm going to look at a different province this morning. The reason being, and you probably clicked onto this already, that provinces tend to field the same foes. So we've looked at steel already. The last one we did was magic dust, knights and necromancers. Today I want to look at gems. We haven't touched on that yet, and I need about 5 more provinces before I can get my next expansion, and I dearly need it. So let's get in and have a look without further ado. 3 of 8, still got 5 to knock over. Now I'm going to pick on one here that's probably the most difficult out of the 5, and I'm fairly sure that in these provinces, probably knights again. Yeah, knights and bandits. Look, we've already come up against them. But in this series, we have not looked at Cerebus. That looks like a level 2 to me. It's because of the blue and the armour. Excuse me, yeah, level 2 Cerebus. It's a light melee unit. These babies are dangerous for a number of reasons. They have a huge movement rate, 6. Can move 6 squares. The other thing that makes them lethal is their initiative. So they often move first on the field, so they're right up against you immediately. At least they've only got a 1 attack range, thank goodness for that. Fast and deadly creature, perfectly trained to hunt down ranged units, so there's your heads up. If you put an archer against this guy in terms of Cerebus reaching said archer's going to get turned into mincemeat. Here's the reason why. Plus 90% attack against a short-range unit. Lethal. The other reason why, the archer can fire all sorts of arrows, minus 80%. So you're not going to do much against this guy with arrows at all. Now the other issue that I've got is heavy range unit, which is my golems. He gets plus 40% when he attacks them, and he gets quite a nice defensive bonus, minus 40. So for me, I love to put my treants against these guys, because my treants get a bonus against light melee, and the main thing here is Cerebus gets no bonuses whatsoever against my treants. So for me, it's a win, pretty much. Let's have a look. Okay, so I've got 2 Cerebus 2 to deal with. So I've got to keep them away from my archers. Remember what I said in former videos? My archers are great against short range units. So archers against the bandits. Ideally speaking, I'd like to put, forgive me, a golem against this, but these guys get such high initiative. They'll be on my golem before I know where I am, and I don't think my golem's going to get very far. What I tend to do here is just to stack the field with, looking at it, I would stack the field with treants and archers. My treants can go toe-to-toe with a knight, as you've already seen in former battles that I've shown. So without further ado, let's get to it. Look, you could really just negotiate this, to be honest. 320 and 95. Oh, I could do that, but what's the point of doing that? I won't be able to show you the fight, so it's the reason why I'm here. So let's get in. Now remember what I do, I always try and ask myself, how many do I need to deal with how many are on the field? So that's just an easy way for me to clip away at. Remember, I've only got 5 here. So they've got advantage against me in terms of numbers. 6 squads up against my 5. Okay, let's have a look at the dogs first. 74 in numbers, squad numbers, so it's going to take a few hits for my treants to whittle them down. I'm going to go in with 3, and I'm going to go in with 2. Now I could go around the other way and go 2 treants and 3 archers. After all, I'm against 3 bandits, but I think that's too many archers and not enough treants, and those are damn second level Cerebus would run around. If they reach my archers pretty much in one bite, these archers are either going to die in one bite or very, very close to it. And remember what I said about troop numbers? Troop numbers determine how much damage you do. So even if my archers survive one bite, they're going to become fairly ineffective on the field. Hardly any numbers left. Yes, they'll do some damage against the bandits, but the power of my archers is in the numbers against the bandits. If I can get 84 clean strike against these, they could go down in one hit almost. Let's have a look. Let's take a sip of my Coke and while this loads. Okay, so that's an interesting setup, isn't it? What you really want to do is make sure where the access points are. So here you can see on the northern face, someone can come straight down. No one is going to go through the middle. These guys here, you want to have a look at the range. Where is it? Down here. Same as my archers 4. So he could come to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's still not going to reach my back rank. Excuse me. Hopefully they'll get in the row to one another, but they won't. These guys will get initiative and they'll move down. One here, the other one here. So what I need to do is make sure I've got a treant in the row to my archer before said Cerebus arrives. So archer, I'm just going to have to move to the side and make sure that my treant can get here. So I'm going to go here. I want him protected. This is going to thunder down here. And what I'm going to do is just put him on here at the moment. If I move here, it's going to reach him in 2. There we go. Look at that. Reached him in 1 turn. I should have counted the squares, shouldn't I? And stayed where I was. Now we've got an issue. This guy's going to be able to come down here. That archer's going to be toasted. And here you go with your lovely setup. Now if I move through the middle, I may be able to tempt one of these to come in through here. I doubt it though. They're going to zone in and munch this guy. Here we go. Don't like the look of this already. At least I get an attack in here, but it's not going to do enough to save my archer. Okay, here we go. So remember, 84 against 74, I should be able to toast this guy in virtually one hit. Now the issue that I've got is to do it. Oh no, look, I can leave a route through here, so that's actually okay for me. I can come to here. Down he goes. There we go. This guy, I'd love to be able to retreat. And I will retreat, but the chances are the Cerebus will follow me around, bite me and finish me off. So this archer's going to die next, so I at least want to be able to get something in. This is hardly going to do anything more. You'd be lucky if I even get 1 off. 1. There he goes. He follows him, finishes him off. It's the problem with these dogs. Now there we go. I love my Cerebus against the Ents. Remember, Cerebus get no bonus against my Ents, but my Ents get bonuses against them. So let's turn these guys into chop suey. Down. Yep. These guys here can do damage against my treants. So they're going to have a field day, and I've only got one decent 84 archer left to deal with those. The issue that I'm now faced with, I've only got one mobile unit left on the field. My archer. My archer's up against 2 crossbowmen. So, not nice at all. Let's have a look here. We're going to have to get him into the fray. Yeah, I'm glad that he picked on my treant, to be honest. Okay, let's just finish this guy off. Now, I might just move here. Just leave an access point through if I need one. Here we go. Knight's thundering down. Okay, so I can take this guy now, and I'm still out of the range of the knight. I do not want that knight to reach me, Actually, will I be out of the range of the knight? Yeah, just. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, just. Okay, another bandit down. Okay, so let's just move forward. Point blank range. Nice. Vicious. Just going to pause him here because the knight will come down. Now, let's get an attack in. Okay, so we're out of the range of him. Let's retreat. Do not want our archer to get turned into mincemeat, so we are just going to retreat. Our main target's going to be this guy, but he's probably going to die next. Now here's the issue that we've got. I've got to kill the Cerebus. If I move my archer down here, which I'm going to do, 1, 2, I just want to make sure I'm out of the range of this, which I am. There we go, he can reach me. Yep. Zoned in on the thing that he is best against. So that's what they do. They love eating archers, so they're going to get your archers if they can. Now he's got mobility over me here, thank goodness. I can come down, take him out, and I can reach this guy and take him out. Now the main thing for me is to keep my archer away from, and he's blocked in here, so let's just take a shot. Should do 1 or 2, or 3, I'll take that. I'm just going to move around here just in case he retreats the knight. Now I've got to block access. See, and I can't block access here. This is the issue that I've got. Doesn't matter where I move, the knight's going to be able to come around and get an attack against my archer, which he loves to do. He can do reasonable damage. Now I want to leave an access point out. Oh, good. I'm glad he didn't do that. So I'm just going to get out of range here. That's the main thing that I want to do. I don't want my archer to go down to this guy. No point. Now I could sit and go toe to toe, but I'd rather, just considering whether I could retreat, archer retreats, this guy comes around and we sit 1 treant here and 1 here and then both get 2 hits. You're handing initiative to this guy by doing that. Ah, there we go, what a pity. I wish you could pause things here, but you can't. I.e. take a pause, take my move later after someone else, but you can't do that. Let's have a look. Just want to make sure he can't reach me. 1, 2, 1, 2, he can't. So we can do 2 damage maybe. There we go, 4, I'll take that. And move to here. Just leave an access point for my treant to come up alongside so he can join in the fray. Okay. Safety from here, I can take him. And we'll just move behind. Going to come to here, leave an access point again for the other treant if I need him, but I don't. So there we go. We lost an archer due to the fact that these guys managed to get in and get to him. Managed to keep 1 archer more relatively unscathed, and as you can see my treants did pretty good. The damage that they took from those crossbowmen when they had reasonable numbers against them. So there we are, there's another province down. Minimal losses, I would say, acceptable losses. Collect the knowledge point, and another one chipped away at, so I will push stop on this. And I will look for another province that we haven't done yet and do that one as well. So thanks for tuning in. As I said, hopefully these continue to bring some sort of value. Give me some feedback. Feedback is worth, well, it's weight in gold at the end of the day. Thanks for tuning in, guys and girls, and I will see you when I'm next out and about. Bye for now.